This is the HSFTOOLS thermal reader. This is probably the industrial version. It's got a 3.2 screen. You've got multiple color settings. You can set temperatures on heat, cool. Again, great for plumbers, electricians, insulation. If you're looking for energy loss in your home, air conditioning, heating, kind of HVAC stuff like that. You can see here that we can change the color. We can also turn this off or on and shut the image here, and then turn this back on. So we'll jump into an unboxing and then jump into all the details right now. Okay, in the box, we've got thank you card, calibration guarantee, and then your user manual. There's QR codes that you can get the app for the Android and the iOS. This is beautiful, comes in a carrying case here with a shoulder strap, some other pockets here that you can slide stuff into. This is probably professional grade. This is something that maybe a plumber or insulation company, somebody coming to do windows to check on, you know, your air conditioning unit, stuff like that if you're losing cooling. And then we've got a charging port, and then we also have where you can take some of those pictures, throw them from the camera and or into the computer. These are USB, and then we've got a classic USB there. So sorry, USB-C classic here. So, and then we actually have, oh, look at this. This is heavy duty. Got a wrist grip here. Got a hole here for the tripod that you can set this on if you're doing some thermal imaging outside. LCD screen, which is right here. This is 3 by 2 inches. See if it comes with a little bit of a charge. Oh, there we go. It comes with some charge. Okay, we're going to jump into this. I'm going to show you some stuff, and we will go from there. Oh, this is going to be great. Set up your language. 12-hour time. Oh, nice. We've got different color gradients. I like this one here. Okay, we're going to jump into some different things here, but let me pause right here. So love this display. This will take 14,000 pictures. It comes with an expandable drive. You can see as we walk through some of the parts of the basement where the heat is coming from, it's taking the temperature, different things here in the room. So you can see the room behind. And let's see. Let's get a little bit closer. Right here, obviously this is where the air conditioner is, that cool air coming out. We can change the color gradient. That's a little bit easier to see here, and see if we got some leakage around the windows. You can see my reflection there as well. A little bit up top, maybe, right? You can see there's the air conditioning coming in. Again, there's that one there. And then I'll run into our furnace and just show you. This is really nice because you can see pipes and different things like that. We've also got some cool air coming in here. This is actually where the HVAC runs underneath all of this. So this hallway is always really, really cool. Let's jump into this room right here where we've got a freezer, but then all of our furnaces in here and everything. So let's jump in here and show you what that looks like. So you can see right here, this is our massive freezer coming in, and then the lights are off, but you can see this is our furnace. We've got some cords coming up, coming out. And then we go up here, and we're a water heater right here. We have a tankless water heater that's always kind of running. And right up there, that's the power outlet. It's got the water softener in there. Coming back around in here, you can see some heat on this side. Those are the coils in the freezer. There's a better view. Some coils in the freezer on this side. Which is funny because those are hot, keeping this thing really well below. So we're gonna go check out some stuff, card, everything like that, and then I'll jump into, there's the image calibration. There is a trigger right here on the front that you can use to take images, and then you can send those. And again, right up here, this is our HVAC right there. So this is one of the warmest rooms in the house, but this is also a north-facing room that is outside. You can actually see up in the corners where we've got heat. That's right on the outside of the house. It's metal. The ductwork underneath. You can also see if I get really close, you can actually see, let me step back just a little bit, the 2x4s and the nails. You can see that those are metal there, and you know, they get hot inside of the wood. The heat warms up the wood and the nails inside of that. See, there's a poster right there on the wall, and then there is the corner of the house in that top right hand corner. So we've got the siding and the overhang and stuff. Super hot up there, which is good. The heat's coming from the light. Again, there's the AC coming in, and this room, not a lot of power. This is on the top floor, and the AC all the way on the basement. So we leave this room open at nighttime just to show you that. Let me show you some other things outside. So this is a great example. You can see around the door that we're getting some heat loss, right? So we probably need to put new stripping in or reframe the door. But there is a large gap of either heat coming in or cool coming out as I go around that door. So again, as we go outside, you can see that the fence is, it's actually a cement wall, stone wall. Trees are a little bit lighter. As I switch to these different color options, you'll see that the gradient changes. So here's a rainbow gradient. You can see there's a fountain there. The water is obviously cooler than the cement wall behind it. We can go to a grayscale. We can go to a reverse grayscale. We have just kind of a thermal red. This is the spectrum right here on the right. You can see the hot yellow and then all the way down to the red. This is one that I actually like the best. So again, you can see there's the rainbow version. You also have the ability to change the distance of when you're shooting at targets. You can see right here that I've got 26.6 meters. We'll go through all the settings. I just wanted to show you a bunch of different things. You can see here that the grill is, you know, a little bit cooler, but when it soaks up the sun, it gets a little bit hotter during the day. And then again, just some stuff on the outside of the house. So let me go back to the same version that we were using earlier. Some of our units here. Right above that, you can see it's a generator. All the piping in the walls. And then as we get around the door, you can see some of that coolness is coming out of that door, which means we need to relook at, you know, the stripping around the door, maybe even the frame itself, because we're probably, just looking right there, we're getting some air conditioning air that's coming out of the house. Those are obviously windows. We can check all these. So let me jump in and show you some of the settings in the actual thermal device itself. Okay, so jumping into all of the settings, we've already talked about how you can control the view by going down. It'll tell you white hot, black hot, red hot, fusion, iron bow, rainbow. When you click the power button, it's going to go to your settings, right? So your emissivity, you can see there. When you want to change that, you just click the button and it will allow you to go in and change that. So we go to the next one. If we want to go to distance, hit the power button to jump into distance, and then once we're in there, you can see that I'm changing the distance. Then you hit the back button, power, oops, and then down to display settings. So when we click on display settings, we get into it, we have hot, cold, center. We can actually create our own user-defined spot, so you can go in and change that, which is really nice. So We'll go down color distribution. You can do a histogram or you can do linear. We can do super resolution. When we go down, that's just an on off, and we just turn that on or off. When you go up to your albums, you have the, if I get really close, so many pictures that you can take, right? And every time you click on this trigger, which we already showed you before, it takes a little picture and it throws it right into this. So you can see what your image is, and it takes all of the information. It takes the max, the min, Celsius, and then it gives you this range here, how far away you are. Again, you can see across the wall, I've got some panels and some boxes there, a little bit of heat coming out right behind there. But anyway, so the settings are really, really easy to use. Let me just give you my final thoughts. I'll flip the camera around, just talk a little bit about some of the things that I like, some of the things that I think are absolutely fantastic, some upgrades from some previous versions that I've seen before, and then we'll go to that point. So final thoughts. I mean, this is a huge improvement over previous versions that I have reviewed for HFC And a couple things that the other versions did not have that I really like this one has is this has the expandable drive, which will hold 2,000, 20,000 photos. It also has the ability to connect to the computer or a phone so you can offload those images to clients or customers. I really do think this is kind of a professional version of their thermal camera that's going to allow professionals to take pictures, share images with clients, and let them know like, hey, this is where you're losing heat. This is what we need to do before we kind of do this, whether you're putting in windows or doors or a new HVAC, or you're talking about insulation or different things like that. You can see all of those things when you're talking about it. I think it's also great. I used it outside to show some of the things outside. If you're looking for, different things, you could take this as your hunting, right? It's not going to get super far away as far as like a thermal camera, but anything within, the max yardage of this, you're going to be able to get. The screenshot is nice, and then also you have the color adjustment tool where you can adjust to all the different colors depending on what you do for work. So all in all, this is an absolutely banger of a tool, especially with the upgrade. It comes with the carrying case that you can throw over your shoulder, the charging ports, and then all of the stuff on the inside of the manual. So appreciate you. Thanks for watching.